Well, I didn't pick up any machines the last week, and not sure I got one the week before that, but I'm gonna make up for it this weekend. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm picking up 5 machines this weekend. I have 4 stops to make. 3 today here, 3 machines here today are here locally. I've got a 2-hour drive to pick one up and then 2 hours back tonight. And then tomorrow, I've got about a 3-hour drive to go get one and then 3 hours back. Pretty excited about a couple of these. But yeah, I'm definitely making up for some lost time over the last weekend. I was down with my back, just killing me. So, all right, I'll talk to you later. All right, stop 1 done, machine 1 loaded. Next stop, I have 2 to pick up. Hopefully he responds soon so I can get it done and over with. All right, stay tuned. All right, so far today we picked up Carrier Air Wing by Capcom in a nice HS9 cabinet. We have Blasteroids, one of 2,000 made. Overlay's a little rough. Monitor doesn't work. And then we got the Off-Road Challenge. It works. We're missing one of the colors in the monitor, he said. I'm not too worried about it, especially considering I dropped the damn thing taking it off the trailer. The monitor didn't break, so we'll try and get that chassis repaired and hopefully didn't do any damage. So anyways, off to the next one. Okay, so I'm on the road again, going to pick up my 4th machine for today. I've got the typical view, nothing but corn, occasionally some soybeans, and in this wonderful flat state, every now and then you get to see a tree. So to recap, my first pickup was the Carrier Air Wing. It's working. He says sometimes the monitor won't fire up, so guessing that's going to need a cap kit. It could be a power supply going out, but who knows? We'll dig into it eventually. Got that cabinet for $100. And then the second pickup was at one of the local colleges. It was actually coming out of a student game room. And that was the Blasteroids cabinet, which really is in pretty solid shape. There's some blemishes on it, of course. But, you know, nothing I can't live with. It's playing blind. And so I'm guessing, you know, again, another cap kit, maybe. But who knows, it could be, you know, a faulty connection somewhere. I don't think it's going to be a power supply because he said I didn't plug it in. I just wanted to get it on the trailer and get out of there. He said it had sound, but no picture. So there's that. And then the Off-Road Challenge. I can't believe I dropped that dang thing. Oh, I was mad. But it's my own fault. I was in a hurry trying to get things moved. Luckily, it doesn't look like I did any damage. Maybe one of the braces inside for the seat. You know, it's got these metal arms that stick out that the seat slides onto. I may have damaged some of that wood that arm mounts to. But really, it doesn't look like I did any damage that can't be easily repaired. played, but was missing a color. So that's not that bad. Hopefully, you know, it's not in the tube. And if it turns out it is, if it turns out it's in the tube, well, I guess we'll have to put an LCD in it. I'm not a fan of that. I'd much rather repair the monitor. It's a lot cheaper. You keep it original that way, but it's getting hard to find monitors. And that's a big monitor. It's not just a 19-inch screen. I think that's either 25 or 33. I don't know if that's the deluxe version of that cabinet. I don't believe it is. I gotta look at it a little closer. So I think it's a 25-inch monitor. And then I got both of those cabinets for $330. I thought that was pretty good, especially considering Blasteroids is, like I said, it's only 1 out of 2,000 made. And then the Off-Road Challenge, that's a really cool game. They're big though, you know, the seated games are just, they take up so much room. But I'm not planning on putting that one in the basement anyways. I have bigger plans for that. Big cabinet means big plans, so we'll have to stay tuned for that. And now I'm on my way to pick up the 4th cabinet today. Like I said, it's a 2-hour drive one way, and it's going to be dark or close to dark when I get there. By the time I get home with it, I won't be able to access the storage facility to put it in there, so I won't be recording it tonight. It is an Afterburner. It looks to be in good condition. She said there's some wires not connected. It doesn't work. There's some wires not connected. Now, why do I want another Afterburner when I've got one that works just fine most of the time? Well, because I got it for $50. And for $50, I'll drive 2 hours one way to pick up a non-working cabinet, like Afterburner. They also have an NBA Jam that they asked if I'd mind taking a look at, which I don't. It starts up, but they said the screen comes on, the game comes on the screen, but they can't get the game to start. So I gotta look at that. I'm guessing that's gonna be, you know, a faulty ground wire somewhere, ground connection. I don't know. But they want more for it than I'm willing to pay, working or broke. So I'm just going to look at it to be a nice guy. They gave me a hell of a deal on the Afterburner, and so why not? But anyways, that's today's haul. Then tomorrow, like I said, I got a 3-hour drive headed south, and I'm picking up a Fast and the Furious upright full-size unit. I just sold off my 2 Fast and Furious Arcade 1-ups, and then came across this. It's a working cabinet. It looks good. It's supposed to have a nice picture. The photos of it look like it's in really good shape. It's been in a home for quite a while, so not a lot of commercial use on it. I'm guessing that gameplay time is pretty low. I'm pretty excited about that one. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, may you play until your fingers bleed. Have a good night.